30. We have a little bit of cloudy skies. Not quite raining yet, but it looks like it's going to. And it smells like rain out there.
Smells like rain.
It smells like rain, yes. I wonder if anybody recognizes that voice.
You know,
should we just go the whole time and not say who it is and see?
Let's see. Let me see if I can give hints.
Okay.
Okay. It has been, I was thinking about this on the drive over. I believe it's been 2 years.
Has it been 2 years?
It has been 2 years, because that was the last time I was promoting a particular semi-annual event that brought in people from around the world.
Who could it be?
And then for people who are really old like me, you know, can you believe it was like 25, 26 years ago that I used to come in or out and about Mondays through Fridays from 9 to 10 a.m.
Has it been that long ago?
It has been.
Oh, my goodness.
Isn't that amazing?
It's crazy. Time flies, doesn't it?
It really does, you know. And we did the show for a year and a half, and boy, what great fun it was.
It was fun.
It was fun. So different. And it's when everybody was here. You know, the gang was all here.
It was busy. And
it was hopping.
Yeah, it was pre-COVID world.
Yeah, you know, speaking of COVID world, that was the other thing. Speaking of that thing I used to host.
Yes.
And I hosted it 32 times when we were, during the pandemic, that event went virtual. And today is the 5-year anniversary to the day that I hosted a special 1-hour session with Dr. Jane Goodall. So that was pretty.
Yeah,
that was a
you
good
had some
day.
Great guests.
That was a good day.
I got to enjoy them on the backside. It was great.
I know.
Yeah.
I that was one of the things that I do miss. I miss your interviews. You know.
Yes.
Because it'd be so chaotic, because we do all the daytime stuff and we do the evening event, and guests are meeting and greeting, and there's Emily with her post-interview questions for me, and yeah, those are good times.
Yeah, we have all of those memories.
They're wonderful memories.
So for anyone that hasn't guessed yet, it's John Pratt. He's back.
Good morning, everyone.
And you're in a new role.
I am. I'm so excited. It keeps my mind stimulated. We have, now of course we know we have many wonderful nonprofit organizations that make our community as great as it is. But one of those you might not be as familiar with as some of the others is the Arts and Cultural Council of Decatur County. In fact, we've been around for over 25 years. And so I've been, and it's pretty easy to understand if you think about the world of art, okay, and you think about the world of culture, and you think about an organization that is committed to bringing these unique opportunities into our community that provide us with enrichment for the individuals, enrichment for the communities. And when you start thinking about, I love going to Madison, or I love going up to the new venue, wherever that might be, that even our surrounding areas, they're doing so much more culturally, North Vernon, Batesville, Rushville, Shelbyville. And so that's what the Arts and Cultural Council does. And so I joined the board a handful of years ago. And then, in the past, they have had some executive directors, and then it's always a matter of what you can afford.
Exactly. That financial piece is just
Whether it's always a kicker. And so we were very fortunate. We had one of our major donors make a significant gift so we could have a part-time executive director. And so starting January 1st, I work 15 hours a week. And it's a wonderful thing.
It keeps you semi-retired, right?
It keeps me semi-retired, which is, because I still have my hobbies. Local history is my hobby, and I like doing lots of stuff there. But I love the world of arts and culture, and really particularly I come with more of that cultural aspect of things that I want to bring to the community. The things that historically don't exist here, either minimally or not at all. And of course, we've already been talking about my old Chautauqua event that I hosted for 32 events. And it was primarily inspiring lectures. Of course, we had some pretty good concerts over there.
We had it was a good variety.
It was a good variety, and that's what we want to bring more into the community. And so music is a great example. So there's lots of forms of different culture. There's different forms of dance, professional theater, celebrating international cultures. But music is a great example where we all love that Visit Greensburg continues the summer concert series. We all love our 2 days of the Fall Festival. But what about some of the other different types of genres of music that really uplift individuals in a community? Things like jazz, things like classical, the blues, big band. I love big band music. And
there's so many varieties, and until you
that's
kind
what
of sit
it
down and
is.
look at it, you don't think about it that way.
You literally, if you're sitting at home and you got your phone, you could just Google genres of music, right? And you see all of the wide variety that exists in the world today, as it has for so many years. And that's one specific example that the Arts and Cultural Council of Decatur County wants to expand. And I think that's a pretty admirable goal.
You do have an event coming up.
I do. And so I've been busy on my first big event, and it is I call it the Nostalgia and Classic Film Festival. Now, what we're kind of doing is we're combining two things at once. So my original thought, and we'll talk a little bit about that on the back end, my original thought, speaking of all of these cultural activities, what about unique movie opportunities other than going to see Scream 7, right? And it's wonderful we have a movie theater. Many people in my age group remember the years before Wolf Theater. And so, but the Nostalgia Inn, it ended up coming first. And it really is going to be a special concert. Yes, I do love concerts of a wide variety. And it is going to be bluegrass, speaking of those wide varieties of music. And it's not just any bluegrass group. It's a group called the Dillards. And it's going to be on Friday, March 27th at Greensburg High School. And it's going to be at 7 o'clock in the evening. And for some of the folks will recognize the name the Dillards right away. Some may not, but if you have ever heard of a classic TV show that's still on every day, it's called The Andy Griffith Show.
Yep.
And they had a particular group from the mountains that had come down called the Darlings. Of course, the dad was Denver Pyle, and he was just an actor.
Yes.
And The daughter was Charlene, and she was just an actor. But then you had the boys who never spoke, but they played amazing music, and they were an actual bluegrass group called the Dillards, and they have been performing for over 60 years, and we are so fortunate that one of the original members, who primarily has been lead vocal through that time, Rodney Dillard, is coming to town. Branson is his home, and we were so very fortunate to get the Dillards to come to town Friday, March 27th.
We're excited for that. I actually think we have an interview.
Oh,
Yeah.
you do sooner rather than later.
Yeah. I'm not sure the day, but yes. Maybe next week. But yeah, anyway, we have an interview, so I'm pumped for that.
Isn't that great?
Yes.
Rodney is so talented and so amazing. You know, you almost got to think about this. Is like, we live in a day and age, don't we? In social media is a good example. Like, you can get your tickets online, or you can get your tickets at the library. And I checked the end of last week, and we're already well over 200 tickets sold. But you will always get those who want to say, let's just say, a slightly negative comment. Okay, and the comment would say, oh, well, any of them still alive? Well, Rodney Dillard is 83 years old.
But he's alive and well.
Oh, my gosh. You know who else is 83 years old?
Who?
Paul McCartney, okay?
Is that right?
Yeah, okay. Dolly's 80.
Dolly's 80.
Okay? I mean, I saw Willie for the 6th or 7th time when he was 91.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You know, these guys are amazing, and I have never been to one of these concerts that I was disappointed in.
No, I go to the Grand Ole Opry a lot, and a
Oh,
lot
yeah,
of their
yeah.
people are aging as well,
Yeah.
obviously. And it's the same thing. You're never disappointed. They know what they're
Never.
doing. They've done this their whole life, and they continue to perform.
And they continue to perform, and Rodney will be here, and of course he's got the young whippersnappers making up the full bluegrass band, and they play so many classics that people are going to quickly remember. You know, There Is a Time, Dooley, Ebo Walker. You know, the only criteria they'd always use is to make sure that's not one that makes Charlene cry. And they're going to play them all right here in good old Greensburg, Indiana on Friday, March 27th.
It's very exciting. We're pumped for that, and now if you could get Dolly, John, I would be exceptionally excited about that. So that could be a goal. We like goals, right?
You know, since I've started this new venture, why don't we add that to the goal list?
Let's add it.
I mean, I admit what happens in life, and it's kind of how I did Chautauquas, is I would have plenty of goals. And I would have goals of getting individuals that didn't seem possible. And some remained impossible. Some I was able to get. Mm-hmm. And that's the type of thing that I want to do for our community. I want to continue. I mean, since I stopped Chautauqua 2 years ago, you know, these great inspiring lectures, you know, they don't exist anymore.
They don't, but there's a lot of good ones out there. And I always say, because we've had a few people come through town for events we've had, and they're like, well, how'd you do that? Well, I asked. That's all you have to do is ask. You may get a no, and I've gotten several no's in life, but you hit that yes once in a while. And
well, oftentimes doing the things that I did, it's a matter of finding out when it was a no, but there was an ounce of hope in that
a
no.
no but. That's what I call
Okay.
it. A no but.
And it wasn't one of those that's going to say no way. And so these are the ones that we look to cultivate, and so that's what we're looking to do.
I love it. So I can keep my list going and just let you know who I need you to try to get
I
to
think
town.
that's absolutely. I think I'm going to come in here quarterly.
You are, yes.
Okay.
We can have updates.
And we'll continue to update, and then folks who have dreams of. I think there's something cool when you don't have to travel far to
right
have this in our own backyard. And I think of some of the great lectures we've had, like, Mike Farrell from MASH and Ed Asner and, 12 Holocaust survivors and so many others.
I think one of my favorites was we had the New York City police officer.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes, that's probably still my top rank.
Now, we've had a couple. Are you talking about the one that was in World Trade Center?
Yes.
John McLaughlin.
Yes.
So that was a particular theme. I got goosebumps just thinking about it. We had a particular theme called Based on a True Story. And it was a full day and evening of those individuals who were inspiring stories. And it was, and true stories were, come to life on the big screen. And the movie World Trade Center. And when it comes to 9/11, it's a magical film. It stars Nick Gage, who played John McLaughlin, and it follows him and Will Jimenez, who were buried hundreds of feet in the rubble, and how they survived, and the countless surgeries that John had, and to see him walk onto the Greensburg High School stage on his cane, well, let's just say it was a pretty special moment.
And I can tell you, I love to go to New York City, but I can never go there and not think of that moment.
Oh.
Like it's just locked in. He was a great speaker and a great exposure for us here in Greensburg, who were not in New York City the day that happened.
You're absolutely correct.
So we have lots to come, right, John? We're going to have more guests.
We have lots more to come, and I'll give you a sneak peek.
Oh, a sneak peek. Okay.
Of what is right around the corner that we'll be announcing very soon. Now, remember, I said it is the Tree City Nostalgia and Classic Film Festival. Well, what are you talking about with this Classic Film Festival? So the weekend of April 10th. It's Friday, April 10th, Saturday the 11th, Sunday the 12th. There is, at Wolf Theaters, there will be 10 classic film shown that weekend. Friday, there will also be a little something special.
Oh.
Sunday, there will be a little something special. And then on Saturday, there will be a special guest who will be here live and in person, all of this, and it will be a special guest who is going to be doing a live Q&A with our host for the weekend, Ryan Maddox. He loves classic films.
Yes.
And he'll be in charge of introducing each film. He'll be doing Q&As with a couple of individuals, including our featured guest.
Who is?
Well, I can't quite tell you that.
I was trying.
But we're going to announce it next week.
Okay.
I will give you a hint. Only one hint.
One hint.
Okay. There will be a daytime matinee family film that this individual starred in. Now keep in mind, this is classic.
Okay.
So this is a few years ago, not forever.
Sure.
Okay. In fact, I remember exactly where I was when I saw it in the movie theater about 40 years ago. And then that evening at 8 o'clock, that same individual will do another Q&A with a classic horror film. So who would be an individual of about 40 years ago who starred in a family film and who starred in a classic horror film?
Next week we shall know.
We shall know next week.
Okay, next week. Holding you to it.
Yeah.
Down at the Arts and Cultural Center, they would do some classes, some different art types of classes. Are those going to be making a comeback?
So one of the nice thing is we work in partnership with Art on the Square.
Yes.
And they do an amazing job, and we're so fortunate that they have a representative on our board, Linda Smith, who's phenomenal. And I worked hand in hand with her when I did the Bill Smith Underground Railroad Festival, which, we're looking to do that again if folks are looking for some of the most amazing local history in our county. But they do. And as a matter of fact, they've just started like an expanded list.
Oh, nice.
Of hands-on.
Yes.
And so I would highly encourage individuals to go to the Art on the Square website. And I'm pretty sure that we have it on the Arts and Cultural Council's website as well.
Very good. I went to 2 different classes.
Oh.
And I enjoyed them. It may just be my art piece of life lacks a little bit. But they were very supportive, and they told me I did a good job. I myself, not so sure about the good job part. But it's fun, and you learn something new. So
that I find great value in that.
I mean, because I can talk and talk and talk. That's an easy skill. But to be able to do art, but I tried.
My artistic skills are non-existent.
Yeah. My grandma was a painter. Beautiful painter.
Really?
She could paint. She could sew. She could.
Wow.
Emily did not get those skills. Yeah. Science. I can do science. I'm pretty good at that. So
I can't. I can do history.
You can do history. See, everybody's got their own thing.
Everybody's got their own thing.
That's right. So that's exciting, though, that they've expanded those classes.
They have, very much so.
Always something unique. I know once we made, it was like a decoupage, and we did different pieces of glass and made your picture. Again, no artistic ability, so you get what you get. But it's a lot of fun, fun new ideas that they have. So
I know.
That out.
100%. And we're fortunate that, that's an example where we do have some examples. Like you got Paint the Town over there where you can take advantage of. So, really one of the things we want to do with the Arts Council is, work in partnership where they exist. Mm-hmm. Can we help promote? Can we help expand? And then fill in these voids that don't exist at all, like some of these musical genres we've talked about.
Well, it's very exciting. The Dillards, once again, are coming up
Friday, March 27th. Get those tickets today. Advance tickets are $12.50. Not a bad price.
Not at all.
Not a bad price. And they are online, either through the Arts and Cultural Council of Decatur County's website. Be sure and like our Facebook page. Or right there at the Decatur County Public Library. They were the official ticket seller for all of those Chautauquas, and they continue to do so. So it's like, if you like music at all, but if you like bluegrass, we're talking cream of the crop here.
It will be very good. I'm very excited for this event. I look for a great show. And are they going to? Will he talk a little bit through the show?
Oh, I'm so glad you mentioned that, Emily. My coffee is just now kicking in, but he does, and as a part of it, he gives Mayberry memories.
Oh, I love that.
Okay, of what it was like to be on the show, because the Darlings were on so many great episodes. And he'll talk about what it was like to work with Andy and Barney and the whole gang.
And I don't know anybody that's not watched the Andy Griffith Show.
I think you're pretty hard pressed to find somebody who hasn't.
Yeah, and it's on every day on several channels. It's a classic show that's so good.
Yeah, and if you're one of those few that haven't, don't worry about it. You're going to love the music.
But you have time. You still have.
Oh my gosh.
So.
Absolutely, what a tremendous opportunity. For our community to, not have to travel far away, not spend an arm and a leg for your tickets.
If someone's listening, they want to get a hold of you outside of the Dillards, but other questions about the Arts and Cultural Council, how can they go ahead and find you? Absolutely. You can always reach me in a host of different, you can leave me a message through the Arts Council. You can, if you got something handy, I'll give you my email address, jowpratt63@gmail.com. I get lots of folks send me emails all the time, or you can text me at 812-593-6724. So any and all, just leave me a message. I get lots of messages about
Arts Council and about local history all the time.
Very cool. Okay, Dolly Parton's our next goal.
Dolly Parton, that's a highly ambitious goal.
It is, but she's also 80, so we got to get on this.
You know, so when you have goals, you have the highest levels, right? I've gotten a couple of those. I mean, you have to admit, Lee Green was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's why I'm giving you Dolly.
Even as great as Lee, he wasn't quite Dolly. And so, you know, there's a couple others of those classic ones that I still am in touch with from time to time. You know, I'll give you one example. Is originally from Indiana, Whitley, Indiana, Janie Fricke. Yes. Okay. She's a good example of someone that would be a stretch, but a realistic stretch.
I'm putting full faith in you.
Yeah.
We do have the Imagination Library.
Oh, we do.
So, I mean, that's a Dolly connection.
It is a Dolly connection. There are only 3,000 to 5,000 of them across the country.
That's right.
But that is typical of the legacy of Dolly.
That's
you know,
right.
they are everywhere.
We'll see what happens, right?
We sure will.
All right, I think you're back in
3 months.
3 months. June, July, somewhere.
And who knows what we'll be up to then?
It might be the Dolly announcement.
Oh my, could it be?
It could. You never know.
Wouldn't that be exciting?
It would be. Once again, the Dillards are on March 27th.
Got it.
Tickets at the library.
Tickets at the library. Thank you so much for having me,
You're
Emily.
welcome. And tickets online.
And tickets online.
And tickets at the door.
Tickets at the door.
All right. Are they more expensive at the door?
They're $5 more.
Oh, so we'll get them now. That's a deal.
That's
a huge savings.
It is a huge savings.
And who doesn't like a sale?
Oh, it's
right.
such
They're
a good,
sale right
such
now.
a good bargain.
That's right. John, thanks so much. We look forward to the Dillards and Dolly.
Have a great day.
You too.